topics and opinions expressed in the following show are solely those of the host and their guests and not those of W4CY Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4CY Radio or its employees or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4CY Radio.
Welcome to the Eat and Critique Show with restaurant critics Steve-O and Sophia. Brought to you by one of Steve-O and Sophia's favorite Incontro Italian cuisine and steakhouse located on the Walk in Coral Springs. Now, sit back while award-winning restaurant critics Steve-O and Sophia share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly in South Florida dining.
Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Eat and Critique with Steve-O and Sophia.
Why do you crinkle your nose as soon as we come on? You never do that. It's only when we first come on the show, you crinkle your nose. I mean, like, are you practicing to be bewitched or something?
I want to be bewitched at times.
What would you do if you could wiggle your nose?
Oh, I don't think you want to know what I would do.
Whoa.
Wiggle, wiggle next door.
Oh.
Anyway, we don't have a restaurant tonight to critique, but we do have some fun things happening at Penelope's in Boca, which we did critique one night. The chef actually was on.
They have a new lobster dish they're doing too. I think it's on Thursday nights.
Ooh,
I know. You know, I got to talk about some new restaurants that are opening up tonight. Some of them we've already talked about, but you know what? We've got new people tuning in every week. And so there's a chance that people did not hear that interview. And we got a good show tonight. We're going to be talking about mainly South Florida, Palm Beach restaurants tonight, and we've got some feelers out there. There are some new restaurants out there. We contacted the Luca's Chop House today, which I heard is a really good Italian restaurant. Chop sounds like a steak restaurant, doesn't it? But it's really cool. They've got dancing there. It's in Meisner. Oh, I got to tell you, unless you know about this already, the restaurant Casa over there in Meisner. Oh, my God. I can't.
Casa Del Mar?
No, it's an Italian restaurant. It's, what street is that? Right next to Meisner. Really good. Oh my God!
Look it up on the Google.
I am. Remember. Well, here's what happens. They had a huge fire.
Oh, I did
hear about that. It started in the kitchen as a grease fire, but it really. Oh, what is Casa? Oh God, go ahead and talk. You can tell them about Penelope's.
Penelope's. It's a real restaurant to go to. It's another Rodney Mayo restaurant. It's new. It's in Meisner Park, and it's a New Orleans style restaurant, and it has a really cool feel to it. The parking, you can park kind of in front. It's a little difficult parking, and I'll have to be honest, but it's a fun restaurant to go to. The entrance is on the side, and they have really good food, but they have some fun things happening. They have a monthly happening every month, and this month, which is, I can't believe, almost over, they have martinis and mussels. This is half-price martinis with mussels, truffle fries, and it's on every Monday they're going to have that. So Monday nights are martinis and mussels. Then they have a Fat Tuesday. And on Fat Tuesday, They're going to have, let me just read what they said. Let the good times roll. Every Tuesday, we're bringing the heart of Fat Tuesday in New Orleans to Boca with an all-night happy hour. Come for drinks, stay for the vibes, because who says Mardi Gras only happens once a year? And it does have really good vibes in that restaurant. That's the one that the umbrellas go up and down.
Oh, yeah.
And Rodney's dedicated the restaurant to his sister, Penelope. Her picture's in the back. She had passed, and he named the restaurant after her. And then on Wednesday nights, they have a Wine Wednesday. It's half price all night long on select bottles. It also says that you can uncork a bottle or sip by the glass. I don't know if they have a corking charge. They probably do if you bring your own bottle. But those are the specials that they are doing this at Penelope, New Orleans Kitchen, Boca Raton, and Meisner Park.
Casa d'Angelo.
Oh, that's right.
That's the but I mean, it was
a bad fire.
Really bad. I mean, one of those fires they catch right away, but they're going to be closed for a long time.
At least nobody got hurt, I hope.
God,
Hopefully nobody got hurt.
You know, we talk about this all the time. Sophia and I do a lot of research, but we do it not the day of the show. Every day we're doing research on South Florida restaurants so we can bring you the latest news. And I cannot believe it still bothers me, these restaurants going out of business.
Yeah.
Now, I got to tell you something I'm noticing more and more. There are a lot of fine dining restaurants that are being shut down by the health department. I mean, I'm like shocked because, listen, you have guidelines as a restaurant. There's a publication, it's called ServSafe or Serve. And I took it when I went to culinary school. You have got to pass the course or you could not be in the restaurant business. So these people know what they can do and what they can't do. I mean, you know, it's not just one violation. I mean, I read on a restaurant the other night that had like 20 violations. Oh, I wonder why they closed us down.
But which restaurant was that?
I can't remember. You know what, Sophia? There's so many restaurants that are closing, not permanently, but are shutting down because of the health department.
Well, I have to say, if it's recent, we did have 2 hurricanes that whipped through Florida, which is kind of difficult with the bug situation. I mean, if it's something to do with that, in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we've had a lot of rain, a lot of floods. It's kind of hard to keep the bugs out of your, if that's what.
Well, I'm going to say something that's probably not real kosher. But yeah, it's an uh-oh. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because, you know, we talk about these restaurants going under. Well, what you all don't know behind the scenes, there are restaurants that we contact about coming on our show. We're doing a bigger favor for them than they're doing for us. And there's a restaurant, and again, I normally don't do this, but I'm going to do it because we are honest. And if there's something bad out there, there's a restaurant out there called Blue Dog. She's squeezing my hand. It's called the Blue Dog. It's in Meisner. And I actually heard about it because on Wednesday night, it's all the steak you can eat for like $48. Now, the person that was reporting on it, which I've never heard of as a restaurant critic or a food critic, but said it was just okay. God, I'd hate to eat all the steak possible and just be okay. So, we called them up to come on the show, no charge, which is amazing to come on our show at no charge. And they set up an appointment, and we realize restaurants get busy. We understand that. That's what we do our show on Monday, because Monday is probably the night
Most are closed.
most are either closed or have not very many patrons come in. So that's why our show's on Monday night. She canceled on me. Well, it's bad enough to cancel, but she canceled and didn't call. I mean, I had to chase her down. Well, that would be bad enough. 5 times she made an appointment with me and stood me up. Now, I got to tell, I'm not trying to be braggadocious. Our show's got a very big name. It's been around for a long time. People know our show. If you go to our great website, www.Eat and Critique TV show, you'll see all the restaurants that have been on our show. Some very fine restaurants and all the awards our show has won. The other day, I was so mad. I even wrote the general manager. And the general manager, I told them what happened. And they're either going to say how sorry they are, we're going to reschedule, or they're going to say, sorry, too bad. All he said was to me, you're right. That was it. That was his whole letter. You're right. Well, I know I'm right, but here's the kicker. Paybacks are hell. I just read an article. Again, the name of the restaurant is called The Blue Dog. They're in Chapter 11. They owe millions of dollars, including to Boca Center. They haven't paid rent like 4 months. If you're in Boca Center and you haven't paid rent, it's going to get up there. So here they had a chance to come on a show like ours and get new customers from it, and they just dished us. Why are you laughing? Are you surprised I'm telling it on the air?
I'm surprised, yes. And
Well, no, be honest.
hey, what do you always say? We're always on.
We are.
But also,
here's the sweet part of Sophia. She's going to make an excuse for them.
they probably knew they were going to file Chapter 11
Yes.
and just didn't want, maybe
The
they
publicity?
were embarrassed by it.
Oh.
But
Well, why would you
they
schedule?
still should have been professional enough to cancel or just say, I can't make it.
See, Sophia's got a much bigger heart than I do. But maybe that might make some sense. I didn't think of it that way. Maybe they didn't want the publicity because they knew this was going to come out.
So they can get more money for their all-you-can-eat steak.
Yeah, really. Yeah, but why would they make an appointment and make it worse? Why wouldn't they just said, you know what? We're going through some changes right now. It's not a good time. Why would you make 5 appointments?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
Well, and you know what? If they're not doing well, it's got to tell you something about the restaurant. So I'm going to tell you this.
But think about it. If it's all the steak you can eat
Mhm.
for what, 40 some
I think it's
dollars,
$48.
what kind of steak are you getting? What kind of quality of steak are you really getting for all you can eat for $48?
They're probably getting it from Springfield, Ohio.
Oh, yuck.
I can't believe I said that.
Me neither.
But anyway, we want you, because look, we all work hard for our money. I should write a song with that title. Work hard for your
I
money.
think there is a song with that.
There is. But we want to tell you the great restaurants and the ones that aren't so great. We don't want you out there wasting your money. And it's something, because they've only been open for 6 months. Now they're big in New York. Something must be wrong to already, be found. I mean, listen, Red Lobster's in Chapter 11. Now they use the excuse
It's their shrimp.
the shrimp, all you can eat shrimp. Well, you know what? If that's making that big of a dent, take it off the menu.
But LeBeau kind of touched on that last week of why he thinks some of them are going under, some of the bigger places like that.
But think about, Sophia, the restaurants have gone under that we approached, and here they went out of business. A little short, cute story. There was a restaurant in Palm Beach, and we went over there to do a tasting. And what is it? Oscar? What's that dish?
Ossobuco?
No, there's no buca in it. Something. Oh God, I can't think of it now. Anyway, he served it to us. It was horrible. And I said to him, is this a popular dish here?
Oh, that was before my time.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's not the point when, but he said, no, we don't sell very much of it. I said, why would you serve it to a restaurant critic when you're trying to show off your best dishes? And he said, well, I think it's good.
Maybe he thought it was his best dish.
But he knew what he said.
He wanted to try to promote it and thought that by
No, Sophia, he said, no one ever hardly orders it. Okay, so he knew that it wasn't a big hit.
But maybe it is for him as a chef. Get it? Like this was his specialty and he wanted to showcase it.
It's us something, us. I'm not going to waste a bunch of your time, but I can't believe, if I say it, you're going to, oh, yeah. Crazy. But, you should serve, because what Sophia and I do, we go for a serving, we leave it up to the chef. Whatever they think is going to be best. And because sometimes they used to blame it on us because of what we ordered. So, and we don't drink. We a lot of times get offered wine. We don't drink. So they can't say that we got drunk and made a bad decision. But I guess, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, we never talked about restaurants that went out of business. And it just seems like there's more and more. We just found, we did a deal for a couple of months with a theater in Delray. What was the name of the theater? It was
Paragon.
Yeah, very good. Beautiful theater. I mean, it's over there on Lyons and
Atlantic.
Yeah. They had a bowling alley in there. It was like an arcade in there.
A restaurant.
The chef was really good.
The food was good.
Yeah. And they went under. They sold it to another group. I think it's still a theater. I don't know how, we haven't been over there. But they spent a lot of money building that place out.
It was a nice theater.
But
nice
you know what, Sophia?
Nice family place.
Yeah. And we always, we would hear the families over there saying how much fun they had. But it was never
a lot of people
busy
at the theater. It was more the arcade that was busy.
But I think because there's a theater that Sophia and I go to that is, it's just, it's cheap.
$6 a show,
But
no matter what.
And it's kind of closed, but
it is close to that theater.
It's, used to go into a theater and you had to try to find a seat. You don't see that anymore.
Because you have Netflix and Amazon and everything's online. Everything could be streamed now.
But I thought it was such a great idea to have a really good restaurant within the theater. And they even had ones there that they'd bring the food to you.
Mhm.
But it's not working, Sophie. And you're right. Netflix is out there. And I heard the other day that theaters are really having trouble. Really sad.
Very.
And we're told by a certain administration the economy is fine.
Go to some of the new restaurants opening. Now, speaking of economy, I'm like shocked that so many new restaurants are coming into our area.
I know.
I mean, it's just so many.
A lot of them from New
day.
York that are like real. There's a bagel place. It's called H&H. Oh my God, it is so popular in New York. They've opened up 3 locations here. And I don't know, Sophia, what it is about Boynton. There are so many restaurants coming into Boynton.
They're trying to build Boynton to be the next kind of Delray
Oh.
area. So Boynton's nice, actually. But I don't know how they're going to all survive because
Right.
we're kind of oversaturated now with restaurants. But I think the New York restaurants are coming because think about it. During COVID,
Yes,
what moved to Palm Beach
right.
County? The New Yorkers all moved here.
Not the fruit flies.
No fruit flies. So, of course, they're going to, if they had a restaurant north, they're going to open one here.
That's true. But, you know, this is an example of what you're talking about. I think it's on Boynton Boulevard.
Boynton Beach.
There is a chicken place.
Chicken.
What's the one?
They have
That we
3 of
like.
them in a row.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
And
And I like Chick-fil-A. Right next door, a chicken place from Dallas. It's probably the hottest chicken place. They've got 12 locations in Dallas. And this is the first one they brought here. And why would you go next door
to Chick-fil-A.
to Chick-fil-A?
And they're not doing well. I heard they weren't doing very well.
Well, you know what? Sophia was sick one day, and I was hearing their commercials. I said, you know what? I'm going to go over there. First of all, the lines were so long.
It was their opening.
Yeah. And I'm going, this place better be good. And I finally get up there. It's not a very big menu. You only have about 4 or 5 different choices. That's it. Sophia, I've never been so disappointed. I mean, it wasn't bad, but my hopes were up high. Oh, the Dallas, it's the #1 chicken place.
Didn't you have it in Dallas when you lived there?
No.
You never tried it?
No. But that's like my brother would say, oh, there's this great chicken place. And really wasn't that good. Right next door to Chick-fil-A. Really, really, really surprised. Chick-fil-A has got some new items on their menu. And one of them is they're doing chicken. It's a chicken sandwich with slaw.
Oh, kind of like a Rachel.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I knew you would like that.
Anything with coleslaw.
Okay, so what is, we're going to,
Well,
did you do Penelope's?
we did Penelope's. And do you want to start?
Well, you know, most restaurants that Mayo does,
They're all good.
yeah, they all
They
their
all
own.
are so good.
You know, he's got that, what's the one that
Howley's.
well, Hallie's, I love Hallie's. If you're in Palm Beach and it's 2:00 in the morning and you want something to eat, Hallie's is the place to go. It's right there on Dixie Highway. I love going to Howie's for breakfast in the morning because they have my grits. They have the best breakfast potatoes.
Hash browns or potatoes? Oh, they
Potatoes.
don't make hash browns
Yeah.
there.
Sophia, when's the last time you bought eggs?
My sister buys some.
Okay, I know you were telling. Do you remember how much she paid for them?
Well, if you go to Aldi's, they're half of what everybody else is.
But are they any good though? Because
Yeah.
I heard him doing a big story on today that this bird flu killed a lot of the chickens.
Yeah, I told you about the bird flu.
So
Cece told me about it.
Wow. But
Yeah.
someone told me that
They took a lot of eggs off the shelves because of the salmonella and other issues.
but grocery stores, $7, $6, $7. Is that right?
Sometimes 8.
When I tell you coffee, I'm telling you what I used to pay $7 for the big can. It's now 14.
That's a lot.
It's doubled. So there's no such thing as a cheap breakfast anymore.
Well, at Howie's there is.
No, okay, listen to this. I got grits, potatoes, 3 eggs, $16.
Oh, well, what about, what's that breakfast place called? Pancake? No.
IHOP?
IHOP.
Yeah. We got to take that drug out that enhances your memory. I can't remember anything tonight.
All right. So you want to start with Penelope since we already
Yeah.
kind of gave
In Meissen, right?
it's in Meisner. It's a subculture group, like we said, Rodney Mayo, Meisner Park. They opened in June, actually. So they're really very new. It's a small restaurant. It's really small. And it used to be Kapow was there before.
Right.
And they took the Kapow place. They do have dining outside. And Kapow moved across from them.
Yeah,
on
over by
the
Max's
east
Grill.
side. Right.
And
Where
Kapow-
the fruit fries
yeah,
fries
right.
are.
And Kapow's is opening up a second restaurant
They are.
in
yes.
Delray.
In Delray. Yes. We'll have to figure out when they're opening and try to get them on. Because they've
Yeah.
been so busy to come back on to talk about they're opening another restaurant in Lake Opening 3 new restaurants, I
I
believe.
think they're even
he
opening
said.
up a coffee shop too.
Subculture group.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But anything that they do is
Makes
going to be good. Yeah.
They have the best food. They have the best chefs. They have the most creative owner. I mean, each space has such charm and personality.
And every place is totally different. You wouldn't even think they're the same company.
Right. It's like Rodney's imagination is so incredible. His vision and
Since your
everything.
memory is so much better than mine tonight.
My memory's really not good today.
So, what are the names of Rodney's restaurants? Howie's is one.
No, I forgot. Oh my gosh.
Well,
El
Penelope's.
Segundo.
El Segundo's.
They have a really fun little atmosphere. You feel like you're on vacation. Tacos are $5. You can get a $5 taco, a $5 margarita, unless you get the big one like I did. That's 16. But and he actually likes to push not the guacamole,
the pimento
but the
cheese.
pimento cheese.
Yeah, they have a
dip,
dip of pimento.
which is a little different.
Did you like
from-
it? Because I don't like pimento.
You ate it.
I know I
You
didn't
tried
like
it.
it.
You said you did.
Well,
You lied.
no, I was actually surprised.
Yeah, it
I
was,
just don't like. I mean, when I hear the word pimento,
but it wasn't like
no, it wasn't.
it was their version of it, and it was really different and really good. But they have a French forward New Orleans kind of style menu at Penelope's. And
Yeah,
then you have the restaurant downtown. Oh my gosh. Oh, why can't I think of what it's called? It's another Southern style restaurant. And they had the oysters that are on special for happy hour. And it's right there by the park. Oh my.
Do we know the name of it yet?
Yeah, we had them on our show. Why can't I even think of the name? See, it was a long day at work today, so I apologize. And if you guys are listening, I'm sorry. We're sorry. But anyway, so they have like bone marrow roasted escargot, anchovy topped. Their Caesar salad was to die for there.
Excellent.
They have bouillabaisse, they have mussels, prawns. They do everything is fresh fish, local fresh fish. So everything's really fresh there. They have muffaletta sandwich, fried oyster, po' boy sandwiches. I mean, it's really, truly a New Orleans kind of Southern style menu. And,
which is really good for Meisner Park.
And they had that Cajun, they had the shrimp Creole.
Yeah, the
gumbo.
Right.
It was so good.
There's a restaurant in this is crazy tonight. No, over by the sea. What's it called?
The ocean, the big.
The name of the town by the sea.
What are you talking in Palm Beach?
No, this is in Broward. I was just thinking about
Lauderdale by the sea.
Lauderdale by the sea. There's a restaurant over there. It's right on the coastal.
Right.
And the best gumbo I've ever had. I think one night for a show, we'll take things like best gumbo, best pizza, best steak, best Italian. One restaurant.
Best podcast.
Yeah, best podcast. But I think we should do a show like that because I was just thinking about, and we got to do something on barbecue.
Oh, there's tons of barbecue places now. But the other restaurant that we featured in the past was Cafe Med. That was one of our favorites too.
Yes.
It's owned by the Biche family, Raphael.
And they're opening up another new place.
Yes.
Biche's has been around for 30 years. Is that right? Plus, okay. So they did one fine restaurant for 35, 40 years, and they opened up a second restaurant, which is Cafe Med. Mm-hmm. And now all of a sudden they're opening up a third restaurant.
Yeah. Everybody loves Biche and Palm Beach. And Raffaella is another one that has a lot of vision. And then we have Jose that is just incredible at Cafe. Well, he's actually Biche in Palm Beach, but he's part owner of the Cafe Med. And it's right on Congress and Forest Hill.
I got to tell you, I'm going to say this.
It's very small too.
There's 3 or 4 restaurants that I love. I mean, I love. Chima's is one.
Chima's.
Cafe Med.
Cafe Med.
Me more than you would be the Greek restaurant.
Oh.
Sophia's. No, that would be
yeah.
Tassos. Yeah, that's probably my third. And I don't actually know. We went to a restaurant, that one that you got, that was so good, the sushi place. It's beautiful inside. You got them.
Yeah, Tocado.
Tocado.
On the ocean.
I love that place, Sophia. So that would probably be my 4th best.
Yeah, I haven't been there for about a year. It's really good. I took Cece when she came. Margaret, Cece, and I went. It's beautiful. It's right on the water. They had some really good food on their menu.
Sophia.
And the parking's easy. You just pull in and it's all valet.
Have you ever dreamt about something and you could not remember, is it true or did I dream about it? Have you ever had that happen?
Mm-hmm.
I had this happen to Fire.
Fireside
Yes.
Subs.
Did they go out of business?
Fireside Subs?
No. The one that we did our show from.
No, they did not. It's
Are you
Fire
sure?
Fin.
Perfect. Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I thought I read where they shut down.
No. They're still going strong.
I know you've had friends that go there.
Mhm.
Any of them recently?
Mhm.
Okay. Then that was a dream then.
Mhm.
Wow.
They have music and dancing, so they go for that happy hour.
Okay. It was so real though. Okay.
So Cafe Med, they're Italian, and their pizza is a little bit different than other pizza. You have to try that.
You know what, Sophia? I got to tell you, Cafe Med, their service there.
Is impeccable.
The owner is going to every table all night long.
Mhm.
He's helping people to order. His wife is there,
Janet,
same thing. He's got a son,
his
Sons,
son's plural.
plural, just as nice as can be. It was probably some of the
Best
best
service.
I did say Chima's before, right? Okay. And the food is just fabulous.
And they're going to be opening the outdoor area to eat now that it's season and cooler. Remember,
that's
and
right.
they're going to try to open up for lunch hours, but you have to make reservations for that restaurant. It is packed nightly, and you cannot just walk in. It's very difficult. But everything is homemade there, everything. And it's all mostly his grandmother's recipes.
And you know what?
Remember?
It's an Italian restaurant that still serves bread at the
Yeah.
beginning of your dinner.
Yummy
A
bread.
lot of restaurants have gotten out of that.
Right. It's a really good restaurant. We really enjoy that restaurant. And they are opening the other one
It's in some tower, Palm Beach
in
Tower.
Palm Beach.
Yeah. So that is going to be probably another winner for them. You
Sorry,
know?
I was losing my voice. Did you want to talk about the Lucas Chop House?
Well, we're going to, I contacted them today because we have heard so many good things about DeLuca's. And I hear a lot of people have their birthday parties there. And they have, I can't believe this, it's almost a dinosaur now. They have live dancing
That would be fun. Live music and dancing. That would be fun.
versus dead people who are dancing. This is live people.
Live music.
Yes. So, and I heard that it's supposed to be pretty good.
Was how they have, you have chef on here.
Oh, it wasn't separate. And it's,
That's weird. So the
oh, it is. That was,
that's funny. That's funny. So they're known for they're just saying that they have Italian American weekday specials, live music on the weekends, and a lengthy wine list.
yes. You know, it must be hard for a restaurant to have a lengthy wine list now
Mhm.
because, I mean, I don't know how much wine they go through. I mean,
That's where they make their monies on the alcohol.
I know, but it's like Sophia's restaurant, Tasso's. She's got 500 different wines in there.
I know.
And that means there's
wine.
wines that are sitting around for a while that they've got their money tied up in.
She does have a lot of wines. She really does. You know, I heard about a really good Indian restaurant too. I can never remember the name. It's like a spice. Starts with a C. It's in Del Rey.
Was it the one we were talking about
The one
tonight?
I keep sending
Oh.
to you that we need to call.
Cassina or Cassandra or
No, I can't think of the name right now, but everybody that's eaten there says it's just incredible, absolutely good. Why can't I think of the name?
so DeLuca's, we're going to try to get them on our show,
That would be good.
and it would be cool doing a show from there.
It would be cool doing a
Now
show
we
from there.
won't see the live dancing, and I do a really mean twist and jerk. Are those still big moves?
Yeah,
Okay, just went bump, or was it the hump?
the bomb.
Okay. Another one that I keep hearing about.
I hear about Mia Rosebud.
I do
That's the
too.
one I keep telling you we need to call too. That's that.
I've
I
heard a
think
lot
it's
of
a-
good things about
Isn't
them.
that the pizza place? I think.
You know, I some friend of mine told me that they went, and I didn't even know they don't even live in Palm Beach. They went to the Okeechobee Steakhouse.
Mhm.
Now, I got to tell you, they have these bites, bar bites. And what was it that?
Happy hour bar bun.
Yeah. First of all, unbelievable prices.
$5. It's my favorite is that bourbon something burger. But,
Yeah, I was,
and I told you to try it.
which I did, which I loved. That was like one of the best burgers I've had.
$5.
Yeah.
You know what I liked that was different were their deviled eggs.
The devil eggs.
Those
Yeah.
were incredible.
You know, I forgot to ask you, did that fill you? Well, I shouldn't ask
Yes,
you
it did.
if something fills you up, because a little corner of a piece of cheese would fill you up.
It was good. It really was good.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mia Rosebud. It's another Italian restaurant, but everything I hear about them is their pizza. But they're also, this is their 10th location. They're from Chicago. It's a restaurant from Chicago. It's a famous restaurant in Chicago. And they opened in Boca this year. They have antipasto, salads, and pastas, but they're saying that their specialties, that noodle pappardelle. I don't know if I'd like that. Veal parmesan. But like I said, everybody talks about their pizza.
Really?
Everything I've heard is about the pizza there.
Restaurant that we went to one time, it was across the street from Meisner, right there on the
Oh,
corner.
yes.
It used to be the Chalet, and then was it the Chalet when we were there?
Mm-mm.
It was the next restaurant.
They're gone.
You know what? This place has been like 5 or 6 restaurants. It was a beauty salon, little high profile beauty salon. And for some reason, I don't know why no one ever makes it there.
I don't know either because they have good parking. It's right on the corner. It's
Right.
not hard to get to.
You know, it's right across the, was it the Royale Palm, where there's like 25 restaurants there.
Mhm. That's
You
probably
know what?
why.
Something is really strange about that place, Sophia. I've been here for 15 years, and it's always been all restaurants over there.
Mhm.
Those restaurants go out of business like crazy.
And I hope one of my favorites makes it there. Les Sorel.
They put it.
Remember
Oh,
they were
that's-
opening their third restaurant right there. They were building it
Wow.
while we had them on the show.
Yes.
We couldn't make it because they were opening. So they actually opened a third location. And that's another restaurant everybody
Yeah,
should
Les
try.
Sorel.
Their
Good pizza.
Bronzino. The Bronzino. Whoa. And the other thing is we did How You Doin'? How You Doin'? And they're opening another restaurant in Boca. That's another good
Hey,
restaurant.
what's the deal with all these taco restaurants that opened up that are gone?
Well, because there's so many taco
But
restaurants.
Sophia, you would think if your place is really good,
Well, look where you can
It's gonna-
go to, like on the corner. They started as a little,
well, that place that we went to in the same center, the movie theater, remember the
oh,
taco
yeah,
guys?
yeah. But you know what? Our tasting was good.
Hmm.
We went back
Yeah,
and it wasn't good. It was like they did it special. for us
yeah,
for
that's
the
right. You're
tasting.
right. But you know what? Every time I've been by that center, it's all that taco place is dead. And there's been a lot of taco places open up. By the way, you know what we have to do? If you go down Congress, there's a Burger King. I don't know if you're picturing this.
Mhm.
And behind it is a big center.
In Lake Worth,
Yeah.
I mean Palm Springs.
Yes.
A big
Yeah.
behind
There's a Burger King and there's a Pizza Hut.
right?
Behind it is this big shopping center. There's a taco place over there. Now, I have always, I'm from Texas, and the doggier the place is, the better they are.
Mhm.
And this whole shopping center is kind of a doggy looking place. We have got to go over there and try their tacos.
Well, maybe we should.
And you know what? There's also a place on Congress by Publix, and it's like a little convenience store. But out front it says like Benny's Tacos or something, Larry's Tacos. You even pointed it out to me one time.
I laugh at it because I wouldn't even want to go in there. I don't think I would want to try that one.
Sophia, they might have great.
Yeah, we
Oh my
had
gosh.
our time with that.
I can't believe it. We had enough material.
We're just yakking away. 2 minutes.
We're gonna make
like Miami Heat.
we're gonna make Rebel spell it all the way up. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
Toes. With her toes. Go Heat.
Well, next week we hope to, yeah, right. Go Heat. Next week
Yeah.
we hope to have a great restaurant with, maybe it'll be DeLuca's.
It might be that taco.
Yeah. I don't even think they have a table. Maybe sit down. I guess that's going to do it for us this week.
I guess it goes so fast all the time.
Hey, check out our website, www.eatand, you got to spell out and, critiquetvshow.com. Look at that. Look at Rebel. She's amazing.
But
She puts it up before I say it.
But more than that, go to our YouTube, which there is a button on our website that has YouTube. Click on that and like our show, please. Just subscribe to our YouTube.
And that'll do
As
it.
the Experts Eat and Critique TV show. Good night.
Sign us out.
Sign us out. See you next week. Thank you. Have a good evening.
You've been listening to the Eat and Critique Show with your hosts, award-winning restaurant critics Steve-O and Sophia, brought to you by Incontro Italian Cuisine and Steakhouse, located in Coral Springs on the Walk. Be sure to join us again next week as Steve-O and Sophia interview top local restaurant owners and chefs. Steve-O and Sophia are known for their pure honesty when it comes to reviewing local restaurants. See you next week.
Getting nasty.